a lot of stuff going on, especially with social media. After following, Charlie Kirk's getting shot at while he's trying to do an open debate at the college campus. Now, the crazy thing about it is how people respond to stuff. I mean, you can have your opinion about something. We get that, some stuff could be comical. Somebody gonna be offended by it. It's most people that get offended by every damn thing. And so I'm just like, I was sitting up thinking, it's like people jumped off, and like I'm going down the timelines. I'm like, even if you was a fan of Charlie or not a fan of Charlie, that's neither here or there. But and so I asked people, I said, wow, you celebrate his death? Like, what? I mean, like, what can this guy physically do to change your life? He's not a politician. Maybe he would be at some point. He got a lot of political ties. That's true. But him personally, good or bad, can't really do nothing to change your life. Or unless it's spoken word where to motivate you or help you get a better understanding on something. Okay. Now that what he said, so I asked him. So I'm like, okay, so what happened on May 2nd, 2011? They look at me, they get quiet. Nah, you so mad about stuff. I just got a question for you. So what happened May 2nd, 2011? Oh, for you that don't know, this was the day they caught and killed Osama bin Laden. That was this guy right here. That's the day SEAL Team 6 caught him and deleted him, for lack of better words or whatnot. I remember watching September 11 on the news. So y'all don't remember that was, because some of y'all probably weren't even born when this happened. But let me give y'all a quick reminder. So this was an image from 9/11 2001 when the first plane hit. And I remember I was on my way going to work, and I kept seeing this every TV. This everybody was talking about, and I'm just like, whoa, this is crucial. Now, personally, I was in Michigan, teenager. I have like no family ties to this, but still, I felt like, whoa. And this is just the beginning of it. From the Pentagon getting hit. Wow, this is something to this day that has impact on everybody's life. And so that's why I asked you, and this was 9/11 2001. So May 2nd, 2011, about 10 years or so later, when they actually caught him and killed him, I remember hearing about it on the news. But one thing I knew for sure, social media was around, but I don't remember like on MySpace or nothing like that. Just when YouTube was around, just kicking off, and probably was Mocal Space and all these other, social media sites. I don't remember nobody celebrating bin Laden's death. I mean, I'm sure somebody did, but it wasn't like publicly known all over the internet or nothing like that. You didn't even see it in no movies or nothing like that. Even when they was in the lookout room at the White House, and Barack was sitting there, and they like, we got Geronimo. I guess that was the code name of the mission. I ain't see nobody celebrating, but yet I come ask again because you didn't like this guy delivery, and he was an educated man, and I ain't gonna talk about this too much, but I'm gonna go back and forth because there's so much. I'm just trying to make like a 15-minute video. And did I agree with everything he say? No, but I understood his point. And the thing is, people, well, like, how could you support him if you didn't agree everything that he said or spoke on? I'm like, okay, you like your parents, but I'm pretty sure that's the person you're gonna agree with in your lifetime. That's the person you're gonna disagree with the most, your parents. Just because everybody right to their own opinion. And so what I found kind of crazy, I'm used to dealing with Charleston White, so but that's his whole rhetoric. I get it. I understand about him. You tell somebody one thing, you say it in a nice way, they want to listen. You just got to be like a jackass about it to get their attention, to get them listening, but they want to get offended. But if it's the truth, it's the truth. I don't care how somebody deliver it. You can ask somebody, say, hey, you want $1 million? They'll take it. And then you ask them again, so you rephrase, say, your sorry ass want $1 million? You think they're not gonna take it because you called them sorry? Yeah, okay. You see how that work out. But when I started going through my timeline, I seen some stuff, and I'm just like, oh, y'all tripping.
Like you said, people getting shot and killed for the Second Amendment is so worth it. I never thought we'd agree on anything. Bye.
By the sword, die by the sword. He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights. Congratulations to Charlie Kirk for becoming the new poster child for gun awareness and violence.
The lack of empathy is blowing my mind. And the reason that people are giving is because Charlie Kirk is on camera saying that he has no empathy. Isn't that hypocritical to be upset with somebody for not being empathetic, but not showing empathy yourself? And this has nothing to do with this, but you know what's the craziest post I seen yesterday? Somebody was like, LeBron is next. What does that even mean?
Hi, Charlie Kirk.
Now, you know, Charleston White is known in the black community, I guess, to being a political troll or activist, whatever you want to call them. I don't agree with everything he say. Do I personally think he go too far with some stuff? Yeah. But I understand why he do it. Just because I understand why he do it don't make it right. Now, that could be an argument. It's more like the stuff, I don't take it offensive. You know, I don't take it, I just take it as entertainment. Now, some people in the black community was calling Charlie racist. I'm like, me personally, like, I heard some stuff why they'll say that, but listen closely. Most people that are racist, majority especially, they're not gonna make it known publicly, and he was a public figure. You know what I'm saying? You have to damn near waterboard somebody to find out they really racist in this day and age, especially with social medias, and that's a big thing. Anybody that's racist don't want to come off racist. That's because somebody harsh about saying something don't mean they racist. I mean, it's that, trust me, it's a whole bunch, that's a whole different can of worms. Second thing, I'll go back, and then since this time I'm up today on recording this video, it's 9/14, but you know, from 9/11, so that's what made me bring up the whole thing with September 11. Now to go in, I'm gonna throw a clip from Charleston White, but Charleston White is always trolling. And one thing I just want to reiterate, I just want to kick this in right there. At no point do I see where it's right. I mean, I don't care how much. I can say, if I hate anybody, I'll say I hated Bin Laden, right? Okay, cool. The man is dead and gone. There's no reason to harass his family. He ain't coming back. If you didn't like Osama Bin Laden, you got good reason to, because he actually did something that had an impact on everybody's life in America, no matter what race you was. If you was American, it was something, you know, but at the end of the day, he gone. I mean, if you can't forgive somebody after they dead, I don't know. I think no matter how much I say I hate Bin Laden, or people say you hate Bin Laden, why you still letting them live in your mind rent free? They still got a toll on you. You gonna let somebody that you'll never see again, and you gonna let them have such an impact on your life? At some point, you gotta be like, you know what? You can feel some type of way. I agree with that, but come on, man. It's like, man, you talking shit about people, kids and stuff. Like, whatever happened on the internet, that's one thing, but you gotta think, like, at some point, like, now if you wanted to celebrate, I ain't saying that's the right thing to do, but that's something you should have left on social media. And I'm not mad because people losing their jobs on it. Now, do I got a mixed opinion on it? Yeah, because I don't think, because you don't like what somebody said, there's no reason for you to be calling their job harassing them. Now, see, that's the point where I say, hey, you crossing the line. I mean, at that point, you know, if you don't like whatever they said, okay, you could email them. They on social media, so there's plenty of ways you can inbox them. And if you want to harass them, go ahead, do it. But the point to be calling people job, I'm like, at some point, I'm a comedian, I could be an asshole, but at some point, even I set boundaries. Even back in the day, my bosses set boundaries. If somebody out of Purple game, or we was making up one of these Chicago games or Detroit games or whatever, if one of the mob bosses owed you some money, you're not gonna go after their family, you know? Or even if you wanted them, if you sent him out with his wife and kids, you wouldn't do nothing right there. You know what I'm saying? It just now social media they got so reckless now. It's like no law and order. It's like one thing if you don't like what somebody's saying, that's cool. But guess what? If you don't like what anybody's saying, I mean, I hear stuff all the time. I don't like what somebody's saying. But guess what? I don't listen to it. If it don't concern you, I don't listen to it. If it was a video about Korean paper towel origami or something, I'm just making up some shit. If that's what you into, why you love it so much? And one thing what I learned about social media, your social media is not really made on the people that like you. That plays a part, but I think it's really made more about the people that hate you. Because it seems like the people that actually genuinely say they hate you is the ones that follow you more. So let's check out this other clip.
About Kirk's death. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about no white man dying. I don't give a fuck about no white boy dying. Hey, nigga, I care about a white boy being killed by another white boy. I don't give a fuck about no white boy dying. Give a fuck, man. You know, fuck about no Pepperwood getting shot. I don't give a fuck about no white boy getting killed. Fuck his kids. They give a fuck about that white boy kid. They probably autistic anyway. Give a fuck about that white boy kid. Fuck them kids. Fuck Charlie Kirk baby. Give a fuck. All the posters that die, man, fuck that white boy. Any white baby. Slick fuck about no white boy.
I saw that video and I'm just like, ooh, bad timing. I'm like, all the time Charleston White could be trolling. This was one time, you know, he should have picked up the green leaf and just set back. This, like, you know, too soon. People can say too soon. Just so he definitely getting a lot of hatred. Now he done said some crazy shit like hip hop artists, rap artists. He talk about the family, loved ones. Like, I mean, that's as something like, when did this come? This had to like, this is like in the last 5 years or so. When did it come a trend dissing dead people? Even jokingly, like some stuff you just like, you know what? You say I might don't like such and such and this and that, and you leave it be at that. I mean, they already dead. If you had so much hatred or dislike for somebody, shouldn't this been done while they were still around? It's like, how you hate them more after they didn't pass? Like, y'all, they said they call it trolling, yeah. Cloud chasing, yeah. Bad timing, my G.
When I'm trolling the about their dead babies and dead mammies, you don't say. So what do you mean? Well, I'm a comedian. Like the with anybody. Satire comedy is what we call it. How you gonna take that away from me? So Charlie's no exemption. Don't you joke about fentanyl Floyd? He's no different than a fentanyl Floyd. Floyd was the Black Lives Matter movement. Kirk is a white ring conservative movement. We get the joke about one another. Remember? Liberal, conservative, black. Come on, immigrant. So why is it you want to get in your? This is not America that beat British. I'm telling you. These are not the Americans that beat the redcoats. These are the. These are not the Americans that could have stopped 9/11. And your feelings all the time. These are the Americans that's crying because you didn't get picked on the playground because someone said something about you. Who gives a fuck about the dead? Charlie can't hear shit I'm saying. Charlie's dead. Even your Bible says let the dead. Why are you guys worshiping and honoring the dead? Even your
executive producer of the Charlie Kirk Show was a central part of that program. And he joins us this morning from Phoenix. Andrew, my condolences on the passing of your close associate and friend. It was horrific. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. It tells us a lot about Charlie Kirk and his ideas of engagement. Will you expand on that mantra?
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Charlie was never afraid of intellectual combat. He was not he was willing to go into any arena, debate with anybody, and discuss anything. And he loved it. He loved it. It energized him. He knew that those interactions were what people were hungry for. They didn't want the sanitized, in a box, censored, anything like that. It was raw. It was riveting. It was impossible to take your eyes away from. And he loved it. And he spent all of his waking moments learning and studying and trying to hone his skills, hone his ability to make his arguments more persuasively. And he was a student of history, a student of Western civilization. It was really remarkable. He loved to learn, and he loved to give those things he was learning away to the next generation.